It is 2 in the morning. The house is completely quiet. You are deep in sleep. And then suddenly, your dog loses it. Barking at the wall, barking at the window, barking at what looks like absolutely nothing. You stumble out of bed, check every door, look out every window, and find nothing. Nobody there, nothing unusual. Just your dog, still staring at something only they can see. Most of us groan, tell our dog to be quiet, and go back to bed frustrated. But what if that bark is not nothing? What if your dog is not misbehaving, but actually doing something extraordinary that most humans completely misunderstand? There is something critical I need you to understand before you dismiss this. What unfolds inside your dog during those 2 a.m. hours is far more intentional than most owners ever stop to realize. To understand why your dog barks at night, you first have to understand something fundamental about how your dog actually experiences the world. Your dog does not live in the same sensory reality you do, not even close. The average human can hear sounds up to roughly 20,000 hertz. Your dog hears up to 65,000 hertz. That means your dog is processing entire frequencies of sound that are completely silent to you. Pipes shifting inside your walls, an animal crossing your yard, a car idling 2 streets away, footsteps on a sidewalk half a block from your home. While you sleep in what feels like total silence, your dog is surrounded by a continuous world of sound you will never hear. Now consider smell. Your dog carries approximately 300 million olfactory receptors in their nose. You have around 6 million. Their brain devotes roughly 40 times more processing power to analyzing scent than yours does. Your dog can smell a person who walked past your house hours ago. They can detect an animal that crossed the yard in the middle of the night. They can pick up changes in air pressure that signal a coming storm. Research has demonstrated that dogs can detect human stress hormones through scent alone. Fear, anxiety, and emotional distress all carry distinct chemical signatures that your dog reads as clearly as you read words on a screen. So when your dog barks at nothing, understand this. There is no such thing as nothing to your dog. There is always something. You just cannot perceive it. This sensory gap between you and your dog is not simply a matter of degree. It is a fundamental difference in how your dog constructs reality itself. Imagine living in a world where invisible information streams constantly around you, where the air itself carries messages that your brain automatically decodes, where silence is actually an illusion and the night is alive with meaning. That is your dog's lived experience every single moment. When your dog tilts their head at a sound that registers to you as complete quiet, they are not being confused or dramatic. They are processing environmental data that your nervous system simply lacks the hardware to receive. Understanding this shift changes everything about how you interpret their behavior. Not all nighttime barking is the same, and once you understand the difference, you will never respond to your dog the same way again. The first type is alert barking. This is your dog telling you, "I detected something and I am letting you know." It is sharp, focused, and aimed at a specific location. Your dog's body is tense, ears forward, eyes locked. This is protective instinct operating exactly the way thousands of years of evolution built it to. Your dog is standing between you and the unknown and sounding the alarm. That is not a behavior problem. That is a job being done with complete devotion. The second type is fear barking. It sounds different, higher pitched, more urgent, sometimes accompanied by pacing or whining. Your dog has detected something that genuinely frightened them. It could be a sound outside their visible range, an unfamiliar scent drifting in from outside, or even an electrical frequency from a device somewhere in your home. Fear barking needs a calm, reassuring response, not punishment. Your dog is not being dramatic or difficult. They are scared and they are looking to you to tell them whether they are safe. That distinction matters more than most owners realize. The third type is anxiety barking. This is especially common in older dogs and dogs who have been through significant life changes or trauma. It tends to happen at the same time each night, often tied to disruptions in routine, cognitive shifts in senior dogs, or separation anxiety that intensifies when the world goes quiet. Dogs experience darkness and silence differently than we do. The absence of daytime noise and activity removes the distractions that keep anxiety managed during waking hours. If your dog barks at the same hour every night without any clear external trigger, that pattern is worth a conversation with your veterinarian. Anxiety barking in particular reveals something about how deeply your dog internalizes the rhythms of shared life with you. Many dogs struggle precisely because they are so attuned to human patterns. They notice when routines shift, when energy changes, when you are stressed or distracted. A dog whose human works evening shifts and suddenly begins working mornings may experience genuine internal dysregulation as their entire temporal map reorganizes. Similarly, dogs who have lost a companion animal or experienced a major household transition often process that loss neurologically in ways that manifest as nighttime distress. This is not willfulness. This is an animal navigating genuine psychological transition. And then there is a fourth type, one that tends to make dog owners go quiet and think. Researchers have documented dogs reacting to specific locations where significant emotional events previously occurred, long after any visible trace of those events has gone. Whether that is best explained by residual scent, environmental memory, or something science has not fully named yet, your dog is responding to something real inside their world, even when it registers as invisible in yours. Most owners dismiss this, but dismissing it means missing the point entirely. Here is what I need you to truly grasp. When your dog barks at night, they are not trying to frustrate you. They are not randomly malfunctioning. They are communicating in the only language they have available to them. An alert bark means I am on duty and I need you to know what I found. A fear bark means I am scared and I cannot handle this alone. An anxiety bark means something feels wrong in my world and I do not know how to process it without you. Every single one of those barks is your dog reaching across the space between species and trying to tell you something that matters to them. The question is whether we are actually listening. So what do you actually do when your dog barks at night? 1. Never punish alert or fear barking. Punishment teaches your dog that communicating with you leads to pain. Over time, that erodes trust and creates a dog who stops warning you. And that is the opposite of what you want. Go to your dog calmly instead. Let them show you what they are reacting to. Acknowledge it. Say quietly, I hear you, I see it, we are okay. Then guide them gently back with calm, grounded energy. Your dog is not looking for you to fix the problem. They are looking for you to be the steady presence that tells them the situation is handled. 2. If nighttime barking is new, sudden, or has shifted in quality, pay close attention, especially in older dogs. Sudden behavioral changes at night can sometimes indicate pain, cognitive decline, or underlying medical conditions that deserve professional attention. A dog who has slept quietly for years and suddenly begins barking into the dark is communicating a change in their internal world. That change is worth understanding, not correcting. A vet conversation is always the right first step when behavior shifts without an obvious environmental cause. 3. Build a nighttime routine that signals safety. Same bedtime, same location, same calm energy from you before sleep. Dogs are deeply attuned to routine in a way that goes beyond simple habit. Studies measuring physiological responses in dogs have shown that cortisol levels drop significantly when dogs feel environmental predictability around them. A consistent nighttime ritual gives your dog's nervous system a reliable signal that the night is safe. That alone can dramatically reduce anxiety barking over time. Consistency is not just convenient for you, it is biologically regulating for them. And here is where the deeper picture becomes important. Your dog did not choose to monitor your home at night because they were trained to. No one assigned them that shift. They took it. Somewhere in the biology of a creature shaped by 15,000 years of living alongside humans, something decided that the nighttime hours around the people they are bonded to are worth watching. Pack animals did not sleep unguarded. Members positioned themselves during rest to cover entry points, protect vulnerable sleeping companions, watch the dark edges of the space. Your dog still carries that wiring in full. When your dog barks at 2 in the morning, part of what you are hearing is ancient architecture doing exactly what it was built to do. Research into canine attachment behavior consistently shows that bonded dogs do not simply live near their owners, they orient their entire existence around them. Brian Hare, a cognitive scientist at Duke University who has spent his career studying dog cognition, found that dogs evolved a unique ability to read human social cues that even our closest primate relatives cannot match. They track our attention, our intentions, our emotional state, and our well-being with a precision that developed over thousands of generations of close contact. That precision does not switch off at night. If anything, it intensifies when the external world quiets down and your dog's senses have no competition. So tonight, when your dog barks at 2 in the morning, before you groan and reach for a pillow to cover your head, take 1 second to actually look at them. Standing there alert, focused, ears forward, completely committed to a job they gave themselves. They are not broken. They are not being difficult. They made a decision somewhere along the way, without being asked, that keeping you safe was worth losing sleep over. Think about what that actually means. While you dream, your dog is standing guard, and they have been doing it every single night, with everything they have, for as long as they have known you.